Libraries ain't what they used to be. And the 25 locations we have in the Clark County Library District all have one thing in common. You use the same library card to unlock their magic. Today on CityCast Las Vegas, we're talking to Ryan Simoneau from the Library District about how our libraries have transformed to offer resources that go beyond books, like 3D printers and even podcast studios. It's Tuesday, August 8th. I'm Vogue Robinson, and here's what Las Vegas is talking about. Ryan Simoneau, welcome to CityCast Las Vegas. We appreciate you. How are you?
We appreciate you guys for having the Library District on. We're so happy to be here. I'm thrilled to represent the Las Vegas Clark County Library District today.
So, Ryan, what is the biggest and best reason people should stop playing and go ahead and get their library card?
Great question. And there's so many amazing reasons to stop by your local library today and get your free library card. Not only does the library card unlock a world of discovery to our catalog, our amazing online resources where you can stream your favorite movies and music, but get online tutoring help, for example, or small business support.
Yeah.
But also coming into our branches, again, 25 unique branches conveniently located across Southern Nevada. And each branch has its own unique personality to it. And our amazing staff are here to assist. And some of our branches have award-winning art galleries. They have performing arts theaters. And even if they don't have those spaces, there's always amazing events and programs happening each day at that branch. There could be family story times. There could be arts and crafts. But there can also be, really technology-based programs too with our virtual reality. We have gaming tournaments for teens in some of our teen zones. We've got our Best Buy Teen Tech Center and Cox STEAM Lab. I mean, there's so much access to technology these days with green screens, our podcasting studio, free DJ lessons.
I mean, that's free. Phenomenal.
That is free at free.com.
And it's free. What else do you need? So here we go. Let's tell people, in case y'all don't have your library cards, Ryan, can you let people know how do they get their library card?
It is so easy to get your free library card. As I mentioned, we've got 25 conveniently located branches across Southern Nevada. You can find that information right from our website, thelibrarydistrict.org. But stop by your nearest branch with a proof of ID, your current ID that shows proof of residency here in Clark County. And again, just stop by your nearest branch. Our staff can get you signed up with your free library card. And might I add, we've got the official library card of the Vegas Golden Knights of the Stanley Cup champions. It's gold, it's shiny, it's free. You got to have it. But we also have some amazing designs to choose from too. So you stop on by, you bring in your proof of identification, and you're in and out with your free library card in less than a minute. But like I said, there's so much happening in the library, you're going to want to make a day of it.
Yes, right. I mean, I feel like as soon as I got my library card, it was like, it's a portal.
It's a portal.
To a magical world.
It sure is. Absolutely. And today's library card does a whole lot more than when I was a kid. It's the most valuable card in my wallet today.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, I love libraries because there are books, there are free books, and that's pretty much enough for me. And I know people are saying reading is falling by the wayside, but like you said, a library is more than a book mausoleum.
Much more.
And you work in the library system. And so how do you feel like our libraries are more than a building for books?
It's an exciting time for libraries all around the world. And we like to think that, our library district is one of the leaders, in the revolution that's happening right here in the library industry. And the Las Vegas Clark County Library takes a lot of pride in really providing more access to services and resources and technology to the public, in addition to providing the books that everybody knows that we have. And you can always come in and we still have, one of the largest collection, certainly the largest collection in the state. But our digital collection continues to grow by leaps and bounds. And, I have a lot of friends that love Audible books, for example.
Yeah.
You pay a subscription fee to get those audiobooks. And I always tell them, you can get those for free from the library, baby. You don't need Audible. We've got Audible. It's called Libby.
Yeah.
It's called Hoopla. And you can use those apps, use your library card to log into those apps. And it's so easy to get started accessing our vast collection. I mean, there are things, I'm a big comic book nerd myself, so I love reading all the Marvel stuff. And I've been able to go down the Guardians of the Galaxy rabbit hole over this summer because Guardians 3 came out a few months ago. And I loved it. I mean, I once upon a time ago as a kid, I spent all my allowance money on comic books. And now I check them out for free with my library card.
Right. And for me, I love that it makes me be patient. So I wanted to listen to The Artist's Way. And The Artist's Way had 8 holds. And it was just good luck, bro. But it made me slow down my process of listening to books or putting things in my queue or going to the writer's block and buying a bunch of books and being like, I'm gonna read y'all later. With when I use the apps or when I borrow something from the library, it makes me slow down. It's like, well, I have to read it within this period of time. It's the only deadline I respect.
I'll just say, Vogue, that we've made that even easier. We know the process of a reader when you're really engrossed in your book and they might be like, I'm not quite done yet. Well, if there is no holds placed on that title currently from our collection, it's going to auto renew for you. So you're going to be able to finish that title. And as you mentioned, I know that happens from time to time where there's really like hot new titles and there's a big lengthy hold list for those. And you mentioned, there's some patience there. But I will just say, as somebody who loves, reading books and listening to music and movies, I'm a literary lover. We have so many hidden gems in our collection that are available right now today with instant gratification right from our catalog, that we've got a title for you that you can check out and enjoy today, whether that's in book form, ebook form, graphic novel, streaming audiobook, streaming movie. We've got you.
Yeah, super dope. I also heard you can listen to music from the library. So I want to know, what do you have in rotation in your headphones music-wise from the library?
Oh man, you touched on my ultimate nerddom right there. I am a music geek. Everybody knows it here at the Library District. I'm the resident music geek, and we do have some amazing streaming music platforms. Freegal is our primary music streaming service. But we also offer one through Hoopla as well. And again, much like Spotify, where you just log in this case, you log in with your free library card and it's the same collection. So I'm a big hip hop fan, for example. And right now our library district is taking part with libraries and universities across the country. It's the 50th anniversary of hip hop happening this year. Mm-hmm. And so I love going on to Freegal, for example, and they have curated playlists of best hip hop albums from the 80s or 90s. I'm a 90s kid myself, so I'm a huge fan of Outkast, Jay-Z. And so these playlists bring together songs from artists that I grew up with loving, but there's also hidden gems in there too from the Freegal catalog, which is, through the Library District catalog, things that I just didn't know about. And this is, again, commercial-free streaming.
Again, the library card is the portal into the different world.
It's the portal.
But I downloaded the Hoopla app, and then when I opened up the Hoopla app, it was like, okay, scan your card. So I didn't even have to type stuff in. It was like, scan your card. Okay, sis, you're legit. Now, here, hop into all the different things. Here's books, here's audiobooks, here's music.
Movies.
So all those things are there in the Hoopla app. And so it sounds like with Freegal, it's similar. You download the Freegal app, and then you scan your library card, and then boom, your account is on and popping.
You can also access it right from the librarydistrict.org, right from our website, a web application. But you're absolutely right. You can download the app. It's a free app, but you're logging in with your library card. Like you said, it's super easy to do that. And then boom, you're streaming music. Again, this can be done in under a minute.
Oh, I love it.
Free.
So I want to talk to you about one of my favorite libraries in town, which is the East Las Vegas Library.
Our newest library.
A whole work of art.
Thank you.
From the layout to, I'm going to call them amenities, because I feel like that library has amenities.
It does.
And the fact that there is a playground outside. So already as you're driving up to it, and it's off of Bonanza and Eastern. So
yep.
As you're driving up to it, the fact there's a playground out front, and then there's also a really cool play area for littles inside, shows you this is not a quiet, it's not meant to be a silent place. There are silent sections.
There's life.
But there's life. I guess, what do you love about the East Las Vegas Library?
Well, I thank you. First of all, I want to give a shout out to our general services team that really worked hard on that library that opened a couple of years ago. It's a beautiful library. It's our newest library. But it's also the model of the 21st century library that we're really adapting all of our branches, ones that are currently there. We're retrofitting them to fit that model. And as you said, libraries that today have a lot more life happening in them. We'll always have those designated quiet spaces for our customers. So if you want to come in and you want that dedicated, reading space or study room, we've got you. But when you come in, absolutely, there's a lot happening in the library these days. They're community hubs. We want a place where you hang out with your friends and spend the day, enjoy a place to read and stay cool, of course, but also we've got an art gallery at East Las Vegas Library. There's a multi-purpose room where there's everything from live concerts to enriching programs happening each week there. We've got our adult learning program that's at the East Las Vegas Library, where you can get your high school diploma and learn to speak English or Spanish. These services, these free services and resources that are there for the public. I haven't even touched on the amazing tech that's there. Free DJ lessons in the Build from Scratch Tech Lab, where you can record your own album at the East Las Vegas Library, or podcast. Learn how to record a podcast at the East Las Vegas Library. And you touched upon the great programming for the little ones that are there too. But also, I'll just say too, we've got Community gardens. We're working with Green Flint on a hydroponics program. We were growing community gardens. The community is invited to come in and learn about hydroponics, take part in our garden, and then we harvest it and everybody gets to enjoy the fruits of those labor.
Wow. Look, there's like new stuff that I didn't even know about. I didn't know about the hydroponics garden there.
Right.
And I think it shows, a care for serving that community and saying, well, what are the kids interested in? And let's give them that.
Yeah, the East Las Vegas community absolutely needed a library like this for sure. And it's absolutely has been well received. People have flocked to that library, and we're using that model for bringing our brand new West Las Vegas library. It's coming soon in 2025. We're groundbreaking on that this year, celebrating 50 years of being in the historic West Side. So new West Las Vegas library coming in 2025. Look out for that. We're very excited. We're going to build off that East Las Vegas template.
I was at a meeting for that recently, so I'm excited. The other thing that I really loved at the East Las Vegas library that we have now is that there's 3D printers in there. And I was like, what? What is this doing in here? Like, I don't even know how the technology works.
Oh, yeah. So that's a brand new program that's happening at branches across the district. Not every branch has the 3D printers, but a lot of them do. You can come to our website. We've got a whole 3D printing landing page. You can learn more about the process. The public is invited to take some brief training to learn how to use the machine. But after they complete the brief training at our branch, they can then sign up to use the machine on their own to create either 3D printings from our vast design book, or they could research their own design, bring it in, and our staff will help them create their design. So some branches, it's self-serve. After you complete that training, you can reserve time. Say at our Windmill branch here, we've got the free 3D printing. And once you complete that training, you can use the 3D printer, sign up for it, just like you'd sign up for one of our study rooms. But also at some branches, we have staff service 3D printing where our staff will do the 3D printing for you. And again, that's been very popular.
It's like, here's the advancement of technology, but also then swinging the pendulum back to something that is actually kind of classic, which is the visual arts. And I feel like the library art gallery marriage is brilliant. I know you said we have 25 libraries all throughout Clark County. Can you tell me which libraries have art galleries so people can go?
We have 15 art galleries across our 25 unique branches. So 15 branches have them. I'll say the Sahara West Library, which consistently wins Best of Las Vegas awards for best art gallery in Las Vegas.
Because it's amazing.
It's amazing. It's huge. There's 3 art galleries within the Sahara West Library. It's so big. It's such a great way to spend the day. And I want to give a shout out to our gallery services manager, Darren Johnson, and his colleague B, who do such a great job working with our community engagement director, Matt McNally, to program these galleries. So you don't need a library card to even come to our art galleries and our programs. That's all free. Anybody can come to those. And again, right now, especially when it's really hot, I can think of no better place to stay cool than one of our award-winning art galleries.
100%. We did a partnership with y'all. I also work at Leftist Center Art Gallery. And so we had like an exhibition that went through as well. And it's just, each gallery is so unique as well. And it's always so thoughtfully hung. So yeah. Double, triple, quadruple shout out to Darren Johnson and his team.
Darren.
Forever, always.
We love you, Darren. I'll just say, too, for all the art lovers that are listening to this podcast, we have some really, really exciting things coming to our art galleries that Darren's working on. I don't want to say too much yet, but it's working with some really powerful local partners that are in the art community that we're really excited about. So stay tuned. All that information will be on our website, our social media channel. So watch out for that in the coming year.
Yeah. So can you tell me, like, how is the library impacting the workforce? Because we got all this beautiful stuff, it sounds like, for kids and development and fun, but there's some serious good work being done too. So can you share?
Absolutely. We take a lot of pride in partnering with Nevada Workforce Connections to provide Employee NV business hubs, small business hubs, and the Employee NV Youth Hub, which is a brand new at the West Charleston Library. The Employee NV Youth Hub specifically helps teens with employment assistance, everything from resume writing assistance to what jobs are they looking to pursue coming out of high school, free access to technology and job skills placement tests.
The one that's right there by CSN on Charleston.
Absolutely. The library district takes a lot of pride in partnering with Nevada Workforce Connections to provide dedicated spaces in our branches to get that free employment assistance for any age or business of where you're at in life.
Yeah, that's so important.
It's so important. And again, all information is right on the librarydistrict.org, free to the public.
So I also want to talk about something else the library does, because all right, cool. We got all this indoor activity, but the library also encourages folks to get outdoors and to travel to other places and museums in the Valley. So can you tell us about the Parks program and the museum? What is it? Museums for All? Is that program?
Yeah, so we do offer museum and park passes that are available to check out, much like you check out a book from our collection. So if you come to our website, we do have a museum and park passes landing page that details our partnerships with, say, the Discovery Children's Museum, our Nevada State Park passes, Springs Preserve, the Neon Museum, where you can check out a Neon Museum pass for their STEAM Saturdays.
That's dope.
Programming at the Boneyard, which is really cool for their STEAM Saturdays. But all that information is, again, free on the website. Now, I do want to say this is a very popular program that we're doing. Those passes are in high demand. So you talked about patience. There is a little bit of a hold time right now for those passes. You cannot just show up at a state park or the Neon Museum with your library card and they're going to let you know that. You do need to check out the pass like you would a physical item or a digital item from our collection right from our website. But the process is very easy, and those have been very popular. We see a lot of great social media posts of families checking out family 4-pack passes to the Discovery Children's Museum. Again, a great place to stay cool, and you get to go there for free using your library card.
Yeah, it's just so convenient. Again, it's a whole
so convenient
portal, so you can get it, like you said, Neon Museum, Springs Preserve, so the different parks as well. So
yeah, the state park pass, absolutely. It's again very popular, but that's something that we would love to expand. That's something that would be at the state's discretion. They provided the same amount of passes to all library districts, so Boulder City or Henderson. So we are the largest library district. We still got the same amount of passes. So understand there can be a little bit of frustration when you just want to get that park pass immediately. But that, again, with a little bit of patience, check it out, place a hold on the website. You're going to get access to that pass, and it is going to be free, and it's going to be a great time when you do get to go to those places. And we love supporting our local museums and passes. And absolutely, like you said, we want to encourage people to get outside, but also take a trip to the Mount Charleston Library. It's a beautiful little branch up there. They got a huge bay window. You can stay cool in there in shade. Misty and the team up there will make you feel right at home.
I didn't know there was a library up there.
Mount Charleston Library is gorgeous, and it's a great way to stay cool. It's so beautiful up there. You can see deer walk right up to the window sometimes.
Yo, this is heaven. I'm about to go.
Oh, it's heaven up there. That's for sure. Shout out to Misty.
Okay, look, I'm gonna say hi. That is so cool.
Please do. Tell her I sent you.
So when I think about the progress that our libraries have made so far and all of the ways that it's supporting the community, inviting the community in, providing people with all these wonderful experiences that are extremely accessible, I'm wondering for you, like, what do you hope to see in the future for the Las Vegas Clark County Library District?
I mean, I think libraries across the country and around the world want the same thing. We want more people to know about the value, the free value that the libraries bring. We want people coming into our spaces and knowing that they can get so much more help and support to pursue their dreams wherever they're at in life. In addition to the great books and entertainment that the library district provide, and that access to knowledge. But it's more than that now. I mean, the access to technology that libraries bring. Like we talked about earlier, the life and the spaces. I mean, these are places that the whole family can enjoy. They're spaces that you can enjoy morning, noon, and night. And the revolution is upon us. And as I mentioned earlier, our library district, we're so proud to be leading the charge. And our executive director, Calvin Watson, really is putting an emphasis on our branches to keep developing dynamic program to meet the ever-evolving needs of the diverse communities we serve across Southern Nevada.
So y'all, I mean, go to the library, get your card.
Get carded, baby.
Ryan Simoneau, thank you so much for being on CityCast Las Vegas. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
And now let's get into some news. If you take prescription meds, you might already know, but there are more than 300 specific drug shortages nationwide. Nevada pharmacists say the situation is among the worst they've seen since 2014. Also, driving on the 15 between Las Vegas and Utah is already a construction nightmare. But wait, there's more. The Nevada Department of Transportation announced they're adding a 200-day project to streamline traffic flow and expand the northbound lanes near Glendale. Lastly, one of y'all wrote in after our episode about all the orange cones in our streets. You said, I understand the need for road and infrastructure improvements. What I don't understand is the lack of accountability for not finishing off a road project where the roadwork stalls out at 95% completion. Example, Hualapai Way in Summerlin South and West Sunrise. There are so many cones it actually makes the road difficult to navigate at night. You said it. That's all for today here on CityCast Las Vegas. What are you excited to check out during your next library visit? Let us know by leaving a review wherever you listen to this episode. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Take care.